Welcome to the Spidey Hombre channel, and my name is JD, and I wanted to create this YouTube channel just for people who enjoy comics, and I'm just a guy who loves Jesus, enjoys comics, and I just been seeing a lot of people putting awesome videos, YouTube videos up about their comic collection, how they're sending it to CGC, getting it priced for a good value. And I wanted to just express my opinions and just my enjoyment in comics. And I just please subscribe to this video. This is my first video, and I want to just give a shout out to Comic Town 101, Very Gary Comics, Alex the Comic Hoarder, Jim Mint, Reggie Collects, Comic Games, Team CGC 9.8, The Dorkeries, and Erod 212. Just wanted also to create this YouTube channel just to try to honestly just gain some money so then I can support ministries around the world just to spread the love of Jesus. So this is my first video, so I'm just ready to roll on. I just wanted to show 4 of my comic books, and just a little background myself. I started collecting in mid 80s, and I probably stopped around probably the late 90s in my regular subscriptions. Then I decided to get back in comics probably in 2003, and then when I had some money I started collecting most of my Spider-Man titles, especially Amazing Spider-Man. I really wanted to get the whole collection. Of course, that's very hard these days, knowing the prices. And then I got away from the comic scene for a while, and I just got back into it. I just submitted some my own comic books to CGC recently, and I just wanted to see if they come back in good condition. And it was really hard for me to let go of those comics and by USPS. And just to tell you the truth, I was very nervous in doing that, but I was able to send them off, and they did receive them. So that'll be another video coming up here once I receive those back from CGC, and I can go over those definitely. And please subscribe to this channel. Please give me a thumbs up here. It's just it'll depend on if I'm gonna make more videos, of course. And first off, here I have is Amazing Spider-Man 39. I bought this probably back in 2003 for, I believe, for $15 to $20, and it's a 7.0, and it's going. I use Comic Price Guide as my database for holding all my my issues to make sure that I'm on key. And right now on eBay, it's going for $150 to $350 in this condition. I would consider this a 7.0. I'm definitely in the future I'm going to get this CGC'd, and for under the comic book price guide it goes for $322, so it's right in the middle there. And this is from 1966. It's the first John Romita art in Amazing Spider-Man, and this is where Spider-Man gets unmasked, and this is also where we find out Norman Osborn is the Green Goblin. And this is where the Green Goblin, one of his bomblets, he's able to create this bomblet to suppress Spider-Man's senses, and he throws him in an alley, and he he takes off his costume and just realizes he's just a teenage boy. At this moment, he does not know his name, so he's not able to kind of figure out that he's his son's friend. But at this moment, it's it's one of my favorite um, um, covers of all time. I think there's a lot of homages on this one here, in different kinds of variants, and it's just an awesome comic book to have. Of course, I've had this in my collection for over 16 years, and I plan to keep it definitely. Next up is Amazing Spider-Man 33. And of course, this is an awesome deco cover here. 1966. I probably paid around $18 for this back in 2005 at my LCS, my local comic book shop. And it's a 3.5, and it goes for on Comic Price Guide for $25. Seems kind of low for such a 1966 comic book. Amazing Spider-Man, this iconic cover with our man here trapped under a bunch of metal, and on eBay it goes for about 100, from 80 to about $160. Easy. It's a Doc Ock appearance, and this is where Doc Ock has this underwater base, and his henchmen in there surprise him. He's trying to go get an antidote that's in this base, and somehow the base starts falling apart, and I forgot why, but it starts falling apart. I think Doc Ock blows something up, I believe, and then he gets stuck under a bunch of metal. And while he's having his issues and being a teenage boy, he realizes he has this antidote that he has to get to Aunt May. He uses his spider powers to get out of that mess, and realizes he has a lot of responsibility to get that antidote to her. So it's a great cover from 1966, and it's definitely a comic book to get here. So I have my fourth comic book, or actually my third comic book, is TMT #1, 4th printing. Fortunately, I bought this in around, I believe, like 1988. As a kid, and I didn't have enough money, and I would have gone for the first printing, but even back then it was going for at least $500, and back then we didn't have CGC, so it was a very hard comic to get, very scarce. We didn't have like internet these days to just go and just find out and search and buy it, but now it's way too untouchable to buy now, in my opinion. So this is TMT1, 4th printing, 1985, Eastman and Lard, Mirage Studios comic book, and this is where Master Splinter explains the origins of the Ninja Turtles to them, and they actually fight Shredder, the enemy, in this issue here. And it's I've had this pretty much almost my whole life, and it's just a great issue. I suggest to get people to get this, and it's one of those keepers for sure for my PC, my personal collection. And this right here is a 6.5. I probably paid about $5 for it, and it goes for about $30 to $70 on eBay. So my fourth and last comic is Amazing Spider-Man 55, and this was created in December 1967. I bought this probably around 2004 for about $15, and it's a 6.5. Comics price guide says it goes for about $72. On eBay, it's goes for $75 to $125, and this is where Doc Ock puts May in the hospital, and then Spider-Man just goes berserk, and he just wants incredible revenge for what Doc Ock did for Aunt May. So that's it for my video. Please subscribe, just to let you know that the funds that that are going to be for these videos are going to ministries around the world, and I hope you like it. I'm gonna start making more videos here soon, and probably about twice a week. And please give me a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching.